Spoken about Richard Feynman.
I like what Richard Feynman says about this. Some people say, how can you live without knowing? I do not know what they mean. I always live without knowing.
Curiosity as to where we are, what we are, is very much more exciting to discover we're on a ball, half of it sticking upside down. It's spinning around in space. It's a mysterious force which holds us on. It's going around a great big glob of gas that's burning fueled by a fire that's completely different than the fire, any fire we can make. Well, now we can make that fire, nuclear fire. But that's a much more exciting story to many people.
Let's bring back one of those clips, please.
It's very much more exciting to discover we're on a ball, half of it sticking upside down. It's spinning around in space. It's a mysterious force which holds us on. It's going around a great big glob of...
We are going to dive
I think last time we spoke, we ran out of time.
into the gap between
dives in between.
What we learned about textbooks on Saturn.
that has essentially rewritten the books on Saturn. Guys, it is just there. But the best is still yet to come, perhaps, but we are certainly going to provide more excitement.
If we started with a small book, a little novella that was about... We now have a solid 3-volume Baedeker guide. But in the end, we're going to have an encyclopedia. In the end, we will have 100 books, maybe.
To make measurements that you just can't make things. And looking at the North Polar hexagon, direct measurements of the particles and the radiation belt in this region, a whole host of unique science in the grand finale.
That is easy. How you get to know is what I want to know. You know?
A couple 100 million years, that could be 1 billion years. There's a big argument about that, and very, very intelligent people on both sides of the case.
And now here we stand on the brink of the grand finale. In so many ways, the grand finale is like a brand new mission. We're going to a place from these grand finales.
The spectacular ending, the grand finale, going out in a blaze of glory, is a phenomenal conclusion. Just a chapter. The book is not complete. There's more to come.
I love knowledge. You know, to me, knowledge is power. It's so empowering to know the truth and to really understand something. Boy, when you understand, when you come to study something and you come to understand it, you know, even if it's just a little discovery that you make and you come to understand it on your own, it feels, it's like the greatest high.
There is a lot more to come.
Took the stuff that I got everywhere. Was it fully appreciated when it's at a temperature of 32 degrees? I believe that has some significance.
Well, he broke a globe and...
The world is flat.
Okay, so on a scale of 100 miles by 100 miles, the Earth looks pretty flat. On a scale of 1,000 miles by 1,000 miles, it looks very flat.
And just like the real festival, Blink 182 is nowhere to be seen. All right, next we have the, oh yes, it's a flat Earth after all float. Oh, this is a good one.
Oh, wow.
Always a fan favorite. This float celebrates flat Earth theory that is spreading ironically around the world. What do you think the Earth is flat, Snoop? What do you think?
It's a flat world after all.
Now, first of all, lad, we've got to get all these medieval ideas out of your head. Clear the way for new ideas. Knowledge of man's fabulous discoveries in the centuries ahead. Now, that'll be a great advantage, boy.
Advantage indeed. If the boy goes about saying the world is round, they'll take him for a lunatic.
The world is round? Yes, yes, that's right. And it also goes around.
You mean it'll be round someday?
No, it's round now. Man will discover this in centuries to come.
Man has always learned from the past. After all, you can't learn history in reverse. It's confusing enough, for heaven's sake.
The world is round?
Yes, that's right. And it also goes around.
You mean it'll be round someday?
No, it's round now. Man will discover this in centuries to come.
Universe?
We'll show 'em, won't we, boy?
We sure will.
Now, first of all, lad, we've got to get all these medieval ideas out of your head. Advantage, boy.
Advantage indeed. If the boy goes about saying the world is round, they'll take him for a lunatic.
Talking about that. There's going to be numerous conversations. I'm interested in having the conversation on whether the world is flat or round or not. So it's going to be an interesting year, I'll tell you that.
What are your thoughts on that? What are your stance?
I'm not yet ready to make my comment or statement on that, but as of what my eyes have told me, the world may appear to be flat. Kyrie may very well have a point, so we'll see. We'll see.
He's already convinced.
Earth looks flat, it feels flat. The logical explanation is the Earth is flat, right?
Who says he believes in flat Earth?
But then he said he was just floating that out there to see what people would say.
Well, he floated that out there. He should have known what everybody was going to think. And Ernie, I got one worse than flat Earth theory. Did it say?
Good morning, NASA headquarters. How may I direct your call?
I'm inquiring about moonstones because I've heard something about moonstones.
No, we don't have moonstones, sir.
So no astronauts brought any stones back to Earth from the moon?
No, we've never had any.
And they just start making stuff up. Yeah. Like that Neil Armstrong guy. Have you seen him on the talk shows?
Neil Armstrong, you mean the first man to walk on the moon?
Talk about a fish story.
Yeah.
Man, and they're buying it.
Oh, yeah.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
Hi there, Bert. Oh, hi, Arnie. Guess what I found out?
No, I'm reading mainstream science, Ernie. But you want to know the world's actually flat? Crazy. But I know curvature doesn't exist. Horizon's flat. NASA lie. But Bert, you gotta open your mind too, you know? I know that my authorities tell me what I need to know in this book, okay? Okay, Bert. But incidentally, Bert, you're a globehead, Bert. What do you mean, globehead? You see, you think that the world's a sphere spinning 1,000 miles an hour on its axis. Well, that's the truth. They tell me in books. Are you completely crazy? Okay, Bert. There's a globehead. I'm gonna get you. You're crazy. Conspiracy theorist. Gravity, refraction, relativity. Gravity, refraction, relativity. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, Ernie. You crazy conspiracy theorist. Come here. No, you're not. You crazy. Gravity, refraction. You've been on YouTube far too much. Watching rubbish. NASA and governments know the truth. Okay. Facebook and YouTube. You theorists think you know it all. You gonna research it? No. It's crazy. Do you want to see what people have researched? No. It's nonsense. Do you think our controllers tell us the truth? Yes, they love us. Guess what? Only stop it. Stop using senses, logic, and contemplation. What?
Years and years ago, people believed that the Earth was flat. Some people feared that sailors would sail right off the edge of the world. But then we became better educated, and people noticed that the horizon was curved. And then we developed the ability to take photographs of planets, and we realized the Earth is not flat. But today, there are still people who believe the Earth is flat. I thought they were in on the joke themselves, but many people are deadly serious that the planet is not like a ball, but like a disc. Well, 2 Timothy 2:23 says, "But foolish and unlearned questions avoid, knowing that they do gender strifes." That the Earth is flat would be one of those, but it's even more important that we avoid time-wasting, pointless discussions about faith or the Bible. Don't get bogged down with trivial matters. Stick to the important subjects, and you'll be way better off. I'm John Bradshaw for It Is Written. Let's live today by every word.
Okay. And it was at 99,400 was our last recorded value before it burst. Okay. Which is pretty amazing.
And the balloon project captured amazing images. That dark spot is the shadow of the moon on the Earth. It was one of the primary goals for the team. So, successful.
Successful. Very successful.
Good deal. Proud of the team?
They did a great job. They worked well together. They technically were proficient and fun to be around.
In videos, television shows, movies, and billboards across the world. You may believe your brain is unaffected by such imagery, but it does take its toll. Even if you're not the target, someone else is, and you can almost be certain they will be talking about it to you. At the end of the day, you're going to want something, and someone is always trying to sell it to you. You are not immune to propaganda. and you never will be.
That for people who don't really know what is really going on, I see the pain. You know, I see it in their eyes. Okay, sorry. Sorry, cartoon. You know, well, my daughter used to love Peppa Pig, and I've become very fond of it. I like Peppa Pig.
I love my kitty cat, yes I do. I love my kitty cat, oh I do. And all I want to do is to give her lots of love. Give her lots of love and a kiss and a hug. I love my kitty cat, yes I do. I love my kitty cat, oh I do. And all I want to do is to feed her lots of treats. Feed her lots of treats and kiss her little feet. No more waiting for a friend. She's my pal till the end. Yeah! I love my kitty cat, yeah.
You know, it's cute, kind of real.